Yo, what is going on, guys? Bruin Steel here, and welcome back to another Boston Celtics video. And wow, just want to do this video real quick for you guys. And my Boston Celtics are going to the Eastern Conference semis as we take care of business, eliminating the Miami Heat in last night's Game 5 in Boston, 118 to 84. I just want to do the Game 5 recap, and with this win, we are going to the Eastern Conference semis where we await the winner of the Orlando Magic or Cleveland Cavaliers. So, wow. But before I start this video, condolence to the Miami Heat. I have nothing for respect for you guys. Obviously, excuses that are being said that, oh, we didn't have Jimmy Butler or we didn't have Terry Rozier. Oh, the Miami Heat owns the Boston Celtics. Um, 2020 you beat us, and then 2021 we beat you guys. It just went back and forth. So, but still, either way, there's Miami Heat haters out there. I'm not a Miami Heat hater. I have tremendous respect for Miami. The organization and the coach, especially the coach and Eric. Obviously, so I wished all the best of luck for next season. And for the Boston Celtics, we got the job done. The Boston Celtics have won the series in 5 games, 4-1, 118-84 in this game 5. So I just want to talk about it real quick. And once again, it was a complete domination. Obviously, Derek White stepping up. Derek White was a beast in this series. He had 38 points, I believe, in game 4. Tonight, he had, in this game 5, he had 25 points. Jaylen Brown had 25 points. Jason Tatum, 16 points. Al Horford, 8 points. Drew Holiday, 10 points. Peyton Pritchard, 7 points. And Sam Hazer had 17, and Luke Cornett had 2. It's great to see Luke Cornett getting some time. He played about 18 minutes, so it's great to see Luke Cornett, someone that I want to see, progress and then become a starter one day. Um, and we saw Osha Brisket with 4. At this point, we had to put in our bench players because we were whooping that ass in this game 5 last night. Xavier Tillman Sr. had 2 points, played for 7 minutes. Uh, Jaden Jaden Springer, bench player, 2 points, 8 minutes. Great, performance by the Celtics team. And like I said, the Heat team, they just were nowhere to be found, obviously. And, like I said, there's going to be haters saying that, oh, they didn't have Jimmy Butler, they didn't have Terry Rozier, which is true. Looking at the Heat, it was 10 points for Caleb Martin, 8 points for Jakola Jovic, 8 points. Bam Adebayo, who was an excellent player, respect to him. He's been an unbelievable factor in the series against us. With 23 points, played for 36 minutes. And obviously Tyler Hero. Tyler Hero did as much as he can. Like, Tyler Hero was a great basketball player, but because the Heat are always getting their butts kicked in this series, to the Celtics, fans are like, oh, trade Tyler Hero, But this guy, you guys have something special with Tyler Hero. I'm telling you guys, keep him. Tyler Hero was the 15 points. DeLon Wright with 8. Haywood Hyde Smith with 4. Patty Mills with 2. Duncan Robinson with 2. Thomas Bryant with 10. And Kevin Love with 2. Um, Overall, this was a great game. Obviously, Celtics took control in most of this game. And once again, our three-pointing shooting was pretty good. Field goals, looking at the stats, field goals for the Celtics, 42 and 77. The Miami Heat were 36 and 87 in the field goal. The percentage is 54.5 for the Celtics, 41.4 for the Heat. In terms of three pointers, the Heat just were nowhere to be found with the three pointers. We're only 3 and 29 in the three, where the Celtics kind of dominated in the three pointing matchup here, 16 and 40. 40% in three, where the Miami Heat were only 10.3% behind the arc, which was crazy. Um, and free throws, we were 8 and 27. They were 9 and 10, so they were a good 90%. We were 66.7, but we actually were at the line more. We were at the free throw line more times than the Miami Heat. So 66.7% at the free throw line for the Celtics, 90%. So the Heat a little better at the free throw line, but yet we were at the line many times. So we were at the line more times than the Miami Heat were. So obviously, total rebounds, we had 56 rebounds. They had 29. So excuse me. So we beat them in the rebound battle with 56. We're them to 29. We had 23 assists. They had 20 assists. We had 3 blocks. I actually thought they had a block at the end. Maybe not sure. We had 5 steals. They had 4. The turnovers, man. We had a little bit of lots of turnovers with 14 turnovers. They only had 6. The Miami Heat beat us in the paint, points in the paint, 58 to 52, and the personal fouls they had 17, we had 15. So overall, there's a gap right there. Obviously, um, the Celtics came to play. Obviously, Derek White is the MVP of the series, in my own opinion. Derek White was a great pickup. I love Derek White. He was a beast. And for the Celtics, it was just deja vu, right in the ballpark. Obviously, I love this Celtics defense so far. Obviously, the amount of times I've seen this game, the amount of times that these Celtics players can cover the paint, it's just amazing. There's a guy on YouTube that actually does analysis of the team's defense, if their defense stinks. Um, but the Heat, obviously, I mean, I wouldn't say they would. Um, I mean, people say that, oh, they didn't have Jimmy Butler or Terry Rozier, but look what happened in Game Two. They were able to get the job done in Game Two against us, without Jimmy Butler or Terry Rozier. But people say that, oh, that was just a fluke. That was just a fluke win. I mean, like, it is what it is. Thank God we actually closed it in 5 games, unlike the Boston Bruins, who are playing tonight, by the way. So we have to see what happens. Obviously, it's going to get tougher and tougher moving on. So we either play the Cleveland Cavaliers or the Orlando Magic, who both teams have our numbers. Like they literally have our numbers in the playoffs. So we have to be a little careful. I think right now Cleveland leads the series against Orlando 3-2. So I think that, Cleveland could win. So I mean, it is what it is. We just have to get this whole week, this nice rest that we have, and then get ready for game one, which the time and date won't be announced as soon as all the series are finished. That's what I'm guessing. But the Boston Celtics eliminate the Miami Heat in 5 games. Dominant wins in games one, dominant win in games three and four and five. So we just have to see what lies ahead of us. It can be Orlando or Cleveland. Obviously, there's so many great matchups going on in the West. Still a couple first rounders that need to be decided. Um, but it is what it is. But in terms of the Celtics, I love what Derek White's been doing. Well, Derek White, no doubt, is the MVP of this series. Definitely want to see more of him in the next series. Jason Tatum, Jalen Brown. Let me talk about Jalen Brown because I think Jalen Brown he's been a little bit of have been struggling, especially at the free throw. He wasn't really like shooting well in that first half last night. So Jalen Brown needs to step it up. It's great. I like him, but he somewhat kind of struggled last night. The NBA announcers were talking about that. So anyways, not too much to talk about the games. Obviously, game one went to us. Game one, we completely demolished the Miami Heat, and it was they almost came back. Miami had a run at the end, but it wasn't enough. Game two was pretty much a close game. Game two was probably the only closest game that we witnessed until the Celtics kind of collapsed at towards the end of the fourth quarter. And game three and four were just complete dominant, performances by the Celtics. Obviously, it wasn't big, but we were making basket after basket. That's the thing in game five, man. It's like I think it was 10 or 20 possessions the Celtics actually kept scoring. So that's just it. And the three-pointing contest like just started. So it was great. So the Celtics with a 4 games to 1 series win over the Miami Heat. We move on to the Eastern Conference semis. And Joe Mazara has done a great job. Like I said, the Miami Heat, they need adjustments. Obviously, like I said, they need Jimmy Butler back. I believe, and I'm saying this as a Celtics fan, guys. Yes, if the Heat were to have Jimmy Butler or Terry Rozier, the series could have gotten more competitive. Obviously, and Heat fans are saying, "Oh, glow all you want, oh, celebrate all you want." Miami owns the Celtics, but I mean, since 2020, I just feel like it's even. 2020 the Heat won, 2021 the Celtics won, 2022 or what was it? It literally went back and forth, obviously. So I'm not gonna take anything away from the Miami Heat. They're still a great franchise. I have respect for that franchise. Obviously, you know, uh, obviously with Jimmy out, you got these Heat players that needed to step up, like Tyler Hero. I don't understand why Heat fans don't like him. He was literally busting his ass off to try to win games for you guys. Tyler Hero, and then you got Bam Adebayo, who's probably one of their best centers, who did a lot, who did pretty good, 23 points, most points off the bench. I mean, you got these guys on your team, Heat fans, that are busting your ass, and then you're just saying, "Oh, trade them." It's just, I mean, I understand that you guys didn't have Jimmy Butler, but you guys got these players like I said before, Tyler Hero and Bam Adebayo, who's busting their ass off for this team. So basically, respect to that. Could have seen this game go 6 or 7, but I mean, obviously, and in terms of the Celtics, I want to talk about Luke Cornett. I love this guy. He played a good 18 minutes. He had him out. Joe Mazzulla had him out with Tatum at one point. I mean, it's great to see, but I understand why he's a bench player. He literally only had 2 points in 18 minutes. I mean, at this point, you would have to take out your starters: Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Al Horford, Drew Holiday, and Derek White, because you're pretty much up by big, and then there's no reason to risk injury or yeah. So take out your starters, put in your bench squad of Luke Cornett, Sam Heiser. I mean, Sam Heiser is not a bench player. I feel like he can be a starter in the future. This guy's a beast. And then obviously you got Xavier Tillman Sr. and Jaden Springer, who both had 2 points when they were out there, and Oshie Brissett with 4 points, who was also out there. I believe he was the one that had some nice slam dunks at the end. I don't know, but before we end this video, I just want to talk about Kristaps Porzingis. So the extent of his injury is that he won't be returning if the Celtics team can make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. So we won't have Porzingis in this next series against Cleveland or Orlando. So that's huge. I mean, we can see what Al Horford can do. Obviously this is your starting five: Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Al Horford, Drew Holiday, and Derek Wright, most likely. So that's your starting five right there. Now that we lost Porzingis for like a series, so if we were to make the Eastern Conference Finals, which I hope, we'll be definitely be having Porzingis back, ready and healthy. Hopefully, it was announced that it was a Achilles tear or Achilles injuries. It was a tear. Never mind. If it was a Achilles tear, it would have been bad. I think it was just a Achilles injury, which wasn't too bad, but he'll be out a good amount, a couple weeks. So we will have Porzingis back, hopefully by the Eastern Conference Finals. If hopefully we make it through the Eastern Conference semis. But anyways, that would do it, guys. Thank you guys for watching. And as a result, the Boston Celtics are moving on to the Eastern Conference semis, beating the Miami Heat in 5 games. Like I said, shout out to the Miami Heat fan base, the coach, the franchise, respect. Great series. Respect to you guys. You guys have a hell of a team. I say that, but you guys didn't have Jimmy Butler, but still, you guys got a great franchise. Great fans. Nothing but respect, no hate. Obviously, I know there's Miami Heat fans out there that probably hate the Celtics. So, but for me, there's nothing but respect. So, hopefully, you guys get Jamie back. Make a run. Obviously, get some good players in the draft. Make a run next year, and then hopefully we see Celtics and Heat in the playoff next season, which will probably be even tougher than this year because we might meet again, and you guys will probably have a healthy team with Jimmy Butler, obviously, and Terry Rozier, scary Terry. I can tell you Terry Rozier is an awesome player because he was on the Celtics at least. So, but anyways, my name is Ruin Steel. Thank you guys for watching. Not sure if I'm gonna do a preview video. Probably not gonna do one. But most likely I'm not going to. So whatever team we play, Orlando and Cleveland, I'll be back for another video. Hopefully a recap video of that. Usually I wait games 1 and 2, so after game 2 I'll probably make a video for you guys. But anyways, the Celtics get the job done and are going to the Eastern Conference semis, beating the Miami Heat 5 games, winning the series. Derek White, MVP, obviously. But anyways, take it easy, guys. If you guys haven't done so, like, subscribe the video. Be sure to share this to all the Celtics fans and NBA fans out there, and leave a comment, guys. What's your favorite NBA team? But anyways, enjoy the rest of your day. I hope you guys enjoy your Thursday afternoon. I'll see you guys later in the next video for the Celtics. Go Celtics, baby. Let's go, boy.